The dream of financial freedom is a universal aspiration, yet the path to achieving it often feels elusive. The Millionaire Fastlane offers a radical perspective on wealth creation that challenges conventional wisdom. The author deconstructs the myths that keep most people stuck in the slow lane, urging readers to rethink their approach to time, money, and value creation. Instead of following the slow, steady script society dictates, a script filled with decades of sacrifice, frugality, and delayed gratification, this book introduces a method of achieving wealth and freedom by leveraging entrepreneurship, innovative thinking, and calculated risk to accelerate the journey. The fast lane isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Rather, it's about a mindset and strategies that create explosive growth and wealth. Part 1. Get rich slow is get rich old. The journey begins by addressing a critical truth. Most of what we've been taught about wealth is a lie. Society's dominant script, the slow lane, is a grand deception that traps millions in an endless cycle of work, debt, and delayed dreams. The slow lane tells us that financial freedom is attainable only after decades of frugality and consistent saving. It relies on the idea that trading time for money and compounding returns will one day lead to a comfortable retirement. But in reality, this plan is riddled with pitfalls. Inflation erodes savings, unexpected crises drain resources, and worst of all, life passes by while waiting for some distant day of freedom. The author vividly recounts his own encounter with this deception, reflecting on how he once followed the traditional advice: get good grades, land a stable job, and save meticulously. However, the reality was far from the promised prosperity. Despite doing everything right, he found himself constrained by a system that rewarded mediocrity and perpetuated dependence. The monotony of working a 9-to-5 job with minimal financial progress made him question whether there was another way. His personal turning point came through an epiphany. He realized that the true path to wealth wasn't tied to linear income or compound interest. Instead, it lay in value creation and scalability, principles the slow lane never emphasizes. This aha moment dismantled the illusion of get rich slow and set the stage for embracing the fast lane. The author shares a story from his early days as a limo driver, observing his wealthy clients. He noticed they didn't conform to the societal narrative of wealth. They weren't saving pennies or sacrificing enjoyment for retirement. Instead, they owned businesses, created value, and leveraged systems that multiplied their income. These observations inspired him to rethink everything he had accepted about money and success. The slow lane promises a future it cannot deliver. It's designed to benefit those who control the system, not those who work within it. Recognizing this deception is the first step to breaking free and seeking a path that leads to true freedom, not in old age, but within a lifetime. Part 2. Wealth is not a road, but a road trip. Wealth, the author explains, is not a static destination, but a dynamic road trip filled with decisions, detours, and discoveries. The journey to wealth requires a vehicle, a road, and a driver. The vehicle represents your ability to generate value, whether through business, investments, or other scalable endeavors. The road symbolizes the strategy you choose, whether it's the slow lane, the sidewalk, or the fast lane. Finally, the driver is you, the one responsible for steering your financial future. For the author, the distinction between these three elements became a turning point in his understanding of wealth creation. The slow lane and sidewalk strategies emerge as flawed roadmaps. The sidewalk is a life without financial control, where money flows in and out as quickly as it's earned, often leading to debt and dependency. The slow lane, while slightly more disciplined, still traps people in a limited framework of trading time for money. Its reliance on long-term saving and investment ignores the potential for value creation and scaling income. Both approaches, the author argues, keep people tethered to their jobs and susceptible to external forces like market crashes or layoffs. The fast lane, in contrast, offers a radically different approach. It emphasizes creating a system that generates wealth independently of time. The author explains that the fast lane isn't about shortcuts or schemes, but about understanding the principles of leverage and scalability. A successful Fastlane venture solves problems for many people, creates immense value, and has the potential to grow exponentially. For example, building a product, service, or platform that addresses a universal need can create financial freedom far faster than traditional means. The author recalls how he applied these concepts to his own life. By creating an online business that solved a niche problem, he built a scalable system that generated income without requiring his constant involvement. This shift not only transformed his financial situation, but also allowed him to reclaim his time and focus on what truly mattered. The lesson is clear. The road trip to wealth requires intentional planning, adaptability, and a willingness to break free from traditional scripts. It's about choosing the right vehicle, navigating the right road, and being an active, skilled driver. With the foundational maps laid out, the journey begins in earnest. Part 3. The Fastlane Roadmap. The fast lane is defined as a mindset and strategy that divorces wealth from time. Unlike the slow lane, where income is tied directly to hours worked or years invested, the fast lane focuses on leveraging scalable systems, such as businesses, investments, or intellectual property, to generate exponential returns. It's about creating assets that can grow independently of one's time, allowing wealth to compound rapidly. This shift in perspective is not just theoretical. It's grounded in how many self-made millionaires and billionaires truly achieve their success. Switching teams and playbooks is the first major step in adopting the fast lane. It requires letting go of deeply ingrained beliefs about hard work, saving, and long-term investing being the sole path to wealth. Instead, you need to embrace entrepreneurship, innovation, and risk-taking as primary vehicles for financial freedom. One of the most liberating concepts in this section is the divorce of wealth from time. Time is the most precious resource, and tying income to hours worked is a fundamentally flawed approach. By building systems, whether businesses, passive income streams, or investments, that operate independently of one's time, individuals can reclaim their freedom while generating substantial wealth. Central to the fast lane is understanding how the rich really get rich. Contrary to popular myths of overnight success or inheritance, most wealthy individuals build their fortunes by solving problems and creating value at scale. Wealth is built by creating value for others. This simple yet profound principle shifts the focus from self-centered accumulation to serving others at scale. The more value you create, the more wealth you attract. Whether through products, services, or ideas, those who solve real problems and improve lives are rewarded disproportionately. The book emphasizes the importance of identifying market needs and crafting solutions that can reach large audiences. One of the most compelling examples of an innovator who identified a market need and created a scalable solution is Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. In the late 1990s, Blakely worked as a sales trainer by day and performed stand-up comedy by night. She faced a common problem many women could relate to. She wanted a smoother look under white pants but couldn't find a product that fit her needs. Traditional shapewear was bulky, uncomfortable, and ineffective for her wardrobe choices. Instead of accepting the inconvenience, she decided to create a solution. Using a pair of scissors, she cut the feet off her pantyhose and instantly felt more confident in her outfit. Recognizing the broader market potential for a comfortable and effective shapewear product, Blakely took action. She spent her life savings of $5,000 on developing a prototype and relentlessly pitched her idea to manufacturers, most of whom dismissed her concept. Finally, she found a factory willing to take a chance on her design. To keep costs low, she wrote her own patent application, learned about packaging, and designed the product herself. Blakely's big break came when Oprah Winfrey named Spanx one of her favorite products, catapulting the brand into the spotlight. From there, Spanx quickly scaled into a global empire. Blakely didn't stop at solving her own problem. She created a product that resonated with millions of women worldwide, turning a personal frustration into a billion-dollar business. Her journey reflects the essence of fast-lane thinking, identifying a widespread need, crafting a scalable solution, and leveraging platforms that allow the idea to grow exponentially. Blakely's story also underscores that innovation isn't confined to technology or flashy industries. It can emerge from everyday challenges when approached with creativity and determination. You also need to recruit an army of freedom fighters to maximize your wealth. These freedom fighters are systems, tools, and people that help multiply your efforts and scale your impact. Whether it's employees, technology, or automated processes, leveraging external resources is key to breaking free from the limitations of solo effort. Part 4. Your Vehicle to Wealth. In this part, the author underscores the idea that you are both the driver and the engine of your journey to financial freedom. Every decision, belief, and habit you possess directly impacts your ability to achieve wealth. The first step, described as owning yourself, highlights personal accountability as the foundation of success. This means taking complete responsibility for your outcomes and shedding any victim mentality. Shedding any victim mentality means recognizing that blaming external factors, be it luck, circumstances, or other people, only limits your potential for growth. It requires adopting a mindset that views challenges as opportunities for learning and taking proactive steps to create the outcomes you desire. When you take the reins, you cease blaming external circumstances and start identifying opportunities for growth and action, no matter the obstacles. The author also uses the metaphor of the steering wheel to describe how your mindset determines your direction. If you're driving with clarity of purpose, focused goals, and an adaptive approach, the road becomes more navigable. This requires constant recalibration, wiping your windshield clean of societal distractions, toxic influences, and limiting beliefs. It's about gaining clarity on what truly matters and ignoring the noise that derails so many on their path to success. Foul headwinds, such as negativity and self-doubt, must be deodorized. These obstacles are inevitable but surmountable if you adopt a strategy of resilience and optimism. Your mindset, described as the vehicle's fuel, is directly tied to how you use your time. Time, as the most precious and non-renewable resource, must be maximized by avoiding procrastination and low-value activities. The author likens time management to changing stale oil in your engine. Neglect it, and the entire system falters. Instead, regularly refresh your routines, habits, and priorities to keep your momentum strong. This doesn't mean burning out, but rather knowing when to push hard to seize life-changing opportunities. The message is clear. Success demands discipline, clarity, and a willingness to step out of mediocrity. Whether it's cultivating new skills, challenging your limitations, or embracing calculated risks, the key is to live with purpose and energy. Part 5. The Road to Wealth. In this section, the author unveils the specific roads to wealth. It begins by emphasizing that not all roads are equal. Some are traps that lead to stagnation, while others are transformative highways to financial independence. The key lies in choosing the right route, one aligned with principles that ensure not just wealth, but lasting fulfillment. To navigate effectively, you must adhere to the 5 commandments of wealth, each serving as a guiding principle for building a business or investment strategy capable of enduring challenges and scaling to greatness. The first commandment, the commandment of control, is the cornerstone, urging entrepreneurs to maintain full ownership and authority over their ventures. And MJ Demarco warns against ceding control to employers, shareholders, or outside investors who can alter the course of your efforts without your consent. A clear example is the stories of tech innovators who own their patents, or self-published authors who retain their intellectual property rights, demonstrating how control translates to freedom and enduring wealth. Next, the commandment of entry explores the importance of barriers to competition. Easy-to-enter markets, like drop shipping or basic freelance services, are often overcrowded and yield diminishing returns. Conversely, pursuing ventures with higher barriers, requiring expertise, capital, or innovation, ensures longevity and limits competitors. Demarco highlights how thriving businesses like Tesla disrupt entrenched markets with unique innovations, carving out spaces competitors cannot easily replicate. The third commandment, the commandment of need, underscores the importance of creating value by addressing real-world problems. Entrepreneurs must move beyond the narcissistic urge to follow personal passions and instead align their efforts with what the market genuinely demands. Examples include companies like Airbnb and Uber, which solve pain points in hospitality and transportation, leading to massive adoption and success. The fourth commandment, the commandment of time, reinforces the necessity of decoupling income from personal labor. Businesses that scale without tethering earnings to hours worked, like software platforms, digital products, or scalable franchises, align with this principle. It's not enough to make money. It must come in without a proportional investment of time. Passive income streams like dividends, rental properties, or automated sales systems embody this commandment. The fifth and final commandment, the commandment of scale, is perhaps the most transformative, urging entrepreneurs to think beyond local or small-scale impact. Products or services that can reach global audiences, whether through digital platforms, logistics networks, or universal appeal, create exponential growth opportunities. Demarco uses Amazon as an archetype, where scaling operations across geographies and demographics created an empire that continues to grow. Building on these commandments, focus on rapid wealth interstates or methods that leverage all five principles to accelerate wealth creation. High-yield entrepreneurial ventures, intellectual property, and innovative technologies are examples of these high-speed routes. For instance, companies like Stripe and Shopify have grown exponentially by solving significant pain points for businesses across industries. Brands like Peloton or Hims and Hers have capitalized on the growing demand for convenient health solutions. Companies like Microsoft or Adobe generate massive revenue streams through IP ownership, licensing, and subscription-based models, which can scale without substantial time investment. Intellectual property in movies, music, and books, such as Marvel or J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter franchise, creates ongoing royalties, licensing deals, and merchandise sales, representing powerful passive income sources. Tesla revolutionized the automotive industry by creating scalable electric cars, battery technology, and renewable energy solutions. OpenAI and Google DeepMind represent cutting-edge technologies that have the potential to scale across industries like healthcare, finance, and logistics, disrupting established systems and creating new revenue streams. Firms like CRISPR Therapeutics are harnessing innovative gene editing technologies that have the potential to scale massively, addressing critical healthcare issues and unlocking new opportunities for wealth generation. However, Demarco reminds readers that the journey must have a clear destination. Wealth without purpose is empty, and true fulfillment lies in using financial freedom to pursue meaningful goals. Wealth is not an end, but a means to a richer, more significant life. The right road, fortified by sound principles and intentional effort, can transform not just your financial state, but your legacy and impact on the world. By choosing your path wisely and adhering to these rules, the destination becomes not just wealth, but enduring fulfillment. Part 6. Accelerating Wealth. The key to success is not just slow, steady progress, but acceleration. Success isn't a linear climb. It's about rapidly testing, refining, and scaling your efforts. Speed and execution, especially in today's fast-paced world, is a major advantage. Companies like Airbnb provide a clear example of this. What began as a simple idea to rent out air mattresses quickly turned into a multi-billion-dollar global business. The ability to move quickly, adjust based on feedback, and grow with speed was key to Airbnb's success. Many aspiring entrepreneurs waste time creating the perfect business plan. While planning is important, the true driver of success is execution. Instead of refining an idea endlessly, it's better to launch, learn from real-world results, and make improvements as you go. Take Amazon, for instance. Jeff Bezos didn't wait for the perfect business model before launching. He focused on execution, constantly refining and iterating on his business, which eventually turned Amazon into one of the most powerful companies in the world. While many entrepreneurs focus on impressing the big shots, the real secret to wealth lies in serving the everyday customer. These are the people who will provide you with valuable feedback and ultimately drive your business's success. Companies like Apple excelled by transitioning from a niche tech product to user-friendly solutions that the masses could appreciate. By focusing on people's real needs, Apple became an industry leader. In contrast, trying to please high-level investors or tech elites can be distracting and counterproductive. Throughout your journey, it's crucial to avoid distractions and people who drain your energy. Often, we encounter individuals or situations that attempt to hijack our time and attention, pulling us away from our goals. It's essential to stay focused on the end game and not be swayed by distractions. A good example of this is Tesla, where Elon Musk has faced constant setbacks, criticism, and skeptics. Yet his focus has remained unwavering. Musk's ability to ignore these distractions and focus on innovation and the mission of sustainable energy has been crucial to Tesla's success. Another key aspect of accelerating wealth is solving real problems. When you create solutions that address people's pain points, you make yourself indispensable. Uber is an example of this. It transformed the way people think about transportation, offering a simple solution to a common problem: affordable, reliable rides at the touch of a button. By addressing an urgent need in a way that nobody else was doing, Uber became essential to millions of people around the world. Building a strong brand is also vital. Businesses come and go, but a well-established brand endures. To accelerate wealth, your focus should be on creating a brand people trust, resonate with, and feel loyal to. Nike is a perfect example of this. The company didn't just sell shoes. It created a brand built around empowerment, achievement, and overcoming obstacles. That emotional connection with consumers turned Nike into one of the most influential brands in history. The temptation to juggle multiple opportunities at once can be strong, but true wealth is created by focusing on one thing. Trying to diversify too much will spread your resources too thin, leading to mediocre results across many areas instead of exceptional success in one. Steve Jobs at Apple is a prime example. He didn't try to create multiple businesses or products at once. Instead, he honed in on a few key products that would make the most impact on the market, turning Apple into one of the most valuable companies in the world. To supercharge your wealth, you must bring all of these principles together: speed, execution, focus on solving real problems, building a brand, and staying committed to one idea form a powerful formula for wealth creation. Look at figures like Bill Gates and Larry Page, who didn't just build software companies. They created brands that solved problems, were focused on their mission, and ultimately accelerated their growth. By following these principles, you can unlock your potential for exponential wealth creation. Speed is the key. It accelerates opportunity, and with opportunity comes massive potential for wealth. In conclusion, the journey to wealth isn't about following the traditional slow path most people take. It's about embracing speed, action, and solving real problems. Wealth can be accelerated by taking risks, executing quickly, and learning as you go. You don't need to wait for the perfect plan. Just start, adjust as needed, and keep moving forward. Remember, success favors those who act decisively and consistently. So take control, move fast, and focus on what truly matters. Your path to wealth is in your hands. Now go for it. Thank you so much for listening and joining us. If you enjoyed the audiobook, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more book summaries that help you expand your mind. Drop a comment below to let us know which book you'd like us to explore next, and we'll consider it for our upcoming episodes. We look forward to bringing you more valuable content right here on Page by Page. Until next time, keep learning and growing.